try to change lanes, oh, let me through.
The Diary of Dark Days. It was written over the course of roughly 11 years. Some of the songs are very, very old and so much a part of me at this point. It's kind of crazy that it feels like a secret that I've been keeping this whole time, just because I've known about these songs for so long, but no one else has. There have been demos floating around in my car and in my brain, in my heart for so long, and for me to finally finish this album and have everyone else get to hear these songs now, it really means so much to me. It's so exciting. And these songs are super personal to me. They all stem from my own personal experiences. They stem from these ideas that have been rolling around so long. Everything about these songs, it's just, they feel so much like me. And this is my first album that I'm doing that is entirely instrumental based instead of just a cappella style. So I don't know if this will be a big transition for people, the idea of me singing with actual instruments, but I've always sang with instruments. The a cappella stuff was kind of a thing that I got known for, but I've always been in bands. I've always played instruments myself. I was a huge band nerd all through elementary, junior high, high school. I started in 5th grade playing the marching snare or symphonic snare drum, and I picked that instrument because it was the only instrument that came with a prerequisite. So, you must already know how to play an instrument before you can pick up the drumsticks. So I took that as a challenge, and I played them something on the piano, and the band director said, "Cool, you can play drums." And from that point on, I played some kind of drums from 5th grade all the way through 12th grade, but I always wanted to learn other instruments. And so my band directors were always very cool about it. They'd say, "Okay, what do you want to learn now?" And I'd say, "Trumpet!" And so they'd give me a trumpet, and I'd take it home, and I'd just practice and practice until I was good enough to play all of the songs that we were doing. I did that with saxophone, I did that with flute, I did that with mellophone, which is basically a marching French horn. In jazz band, I played the vibraphone, I played piano. So instruments are very much a part of who I am. The a cappella stuff it was kind of born out of the idea of understanding how instruments work and being able to translate that to voice to make these really elaborate vocal arrangements based on the idea that they were other instruments. The Smiths Project, I had things like guitars, drums, bass, strings, just all sorts of stuff, synthesizers, but it was all done with my voice because I knew how those instruments worked.